Hello, and welcome to another episode of What the Famicom. Today, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite, the lovable, mean-spirited, kind of nice sometimes, always helpful sidekicks. Video games have all these little guys. Like, oh, hold on, I'm talking here.
Okay.
Wait your turn. And anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's me, Dan Tendo.
Oh, Dan Tendo. It's Nick Tendo.
You're Nick Tendo. Yeah, we're going to talk about sidekicks, companions. Always helpful, also always in the way.
That's correct.
Yes.
Always,
So we're going to talk
talking over each other.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure out who's sidekick. Am I your sidekick? Are you mine?
I don't know. We'll find out in this episode.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back after this.
They did it. They did it. They did it. They did it for the nookie. The two worst things in video games are the game over screen and AI controlled sidekicks. I just want to complete the level. Get away from me, Tails. I'm not going to hook up with you. Jesus Christ. They did it. 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 They did it for the nookie. The two worst things in video games are the game over screen and AI controlled sidekicks. I just want to complete the level. Get away from me, Tails. I'm not going to hook up with you. Jesus Christ. They did it. 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 They did it.
Do you think the guys from Lemon Party are dead?
So I always think about them. They're my phone background, and I want to say 3 of them are dead. The one isn't dead.
Wait, I thought there was only 3.
Is it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3.
Damn it.
Because it was 4. Wait, if it was 4, then they all wouldn't get it. Would they all get something?
Oh, they could all get something, dude. I'm sure they could figure it out. Anyway, I was going to make a joke that one was my pen pal, but I guess that wasn't believable.
Well, I thought that's why you wanted to do it on today's date. I thought it was the anniversary. Well, let's get the elephant out of the way, right?
The elephant out of the room?
Elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
Today, we're recording on the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
9/11.
You wanted to do it today. I was like, Nick, can we just not do it on this exact date?
That's what I said. I said, no, I need to perform on this day because I'm always performing on 9/11.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. And then I thought about, is it because it's the 20th anniversary of Lemon Party?
Is it actually the same
Well,
day?
that's the thing. I looked it up, and the domain for Lemon Party was registered in 2002.
Okay.
So it's possible that they held on to the picture. So the action could have happened on September 11th, 2001.
So Lemon Party canonically happened on 9/11.
In the canon of society, I guess. Lemon Party happened on 9/11, 2001.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a crazy thing to think about.
That's it literally. And they wouldn't have released it that day because of everything happening.
Yeah, that's why they held on to it.
Okay, that makes sense. So
like this is gonna they're like, this is gonna break the internet. Like this is gonna break the world.
Not
and
today.
Like, we gotta hold on
today.
To it.
We gotta hold on.
Yeah.
Give it like 8 months, 7 months, somewhere in there. And then it was released at a later date and time.
Well, so if they are still alive,
okay,
they have to be like 80 something, right?
80,
this is a
90,
real
somewhere. Yeah. So for those at home, kids with their parents' computers, Lemon Party was like a family, not family friendly.
The first viral thing. I literally remember it's the first viral thing I think I've ever seen. Yeah.
I feel like I've seen more stuff before that, but not a ton. Either way, the first viral bad thing. You know, someone says, look up this.
Yeah.
Like Blue Waffle or whatever that one is, and there's a whole bunch. Like Goatsy. Did you ever look up Goatsy?
I think Goatsy was registered around the same time. I think that's what I was looking up.
Goatsy could have happened on 9/11 too.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, Goatsy. All these things happen on 9/11.
9/11.
So yeah, we wanted to get that out of the way because
we don't want to talk about 9/11.
We don't want to talk about it, and like this isn't going to air on 9/11, but we just want to let people know we're recording. I don't know if this is disrespectful. We're actually the world's #1
most 9/11 fans.
9/11 podcast, because we recorded another episode on 9/11 2 years ago, which is kind of messed up.
Did we?
I think we recorded our Sonic episode.
No kidding.
On 9/11.
It's actually wild. I didn't know that. But
yeah, because I only remember it because I think there's like the dates of when I uploaded certain files. And I think the one like we recorded like at night on 9/11. And
yeah, how do you do the 9/11?
How do I annotate it? Right?
Yeah.
9/11.
I think I do 9-11. Isn't that something?
How do you think the Lemon Party guys do it?
I think they say the day of our party.
Oh,
They don't even write the date. They just.
I was
going
gonna
to
say they do 1/1/1.
Yeah, that's how
That
they do
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah, it does. So,
what was this episode about again?
Sidekicks.
Oh, hold on. Well,
Lemon Party. They're
okay. I'm sure people. This is an episode about sidekicks, but we're gonna get one more thing out of the way. So related to 9/11, yes, we don't want to talk about it anymore. But you have a story that you revealed to me a couple months ago about Dana Carvey. I want you to tell that story.
You didn't? Oh, okay. I
didn't know before you told me. So if anyone,
so Dana Carvey, known for his hit movie Master of Disguise. Everyone who's our age bracket will kind of remember it.
Yeah.
And the commercial specifically, because I've never seen the movie still.
I've never seen it either.
However, there's a scene from the movie that's infamous because it's him in a turtle disguise, and he's wearing like goofy makeup, and he has a skull cap on, and he shrugs his shoulders and says, "Turtle, turtle," and everyone laughs.
Turtle.
Yeah, it's very funny. Everyone loves it. It's hilarious. Anyway, apparently they were filming that scene the day of the actual 9/11, 2001. And what happened is the planes hit the buildings, and the set and cast of Master of Disguise got together and said, should we stop today? Should we keep filming? No, we already have some of the scenes. Let's just keep going. But let's have a moment of silence for 9/11. So they actually had a moment of silence for what happened that day, which is hilarious. And then they finished recording.
And he was in that. So when you told me this, I guess whenever, like recently, you were like, oh, you didn't know? And I'm like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? And I looked it up, and it's not a well-known thing. It's
canon. 9/11.
Yeah. So
canon.
like I looked it up and I found some kind of article saying like, yeah, like they said 9/11 happened, and then they filmed the turtle and I was like, what the fuck?
So by virtue, when you see him shrug his shoulders and say turtle, he knows 9/11 happened.
Wow, he's
like
shrugging.
His eyes saw 9/11 and he still filmed that scene. So
yeah, that's literally the craziest thing. I remember you telling me that. I'm usually up to par with like internet things, and when you told me, my mind was blown. I texted some of my friends and told them that too, and then sent them the article. I'm like, this is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Now you know. 9/11, sidekicks. We got it all covered today, folks.
Were we ever so in the end, sidekicks and companions in video games, sidekicks or companions in movies too, are like kind of simps. They're just doing things to get something out of it, right?
Yeah, they're like the what is it? The Chad and the what's the non-Chad? Virgin?
No, there is another word. Chode? Yeah. Is it Chad and Chode?
No, I forget what it is. Chad is like the athletic whatever, like the guy who gets the girls, the whatever, he just does it. And then the other one is the like kind of virgin, kind of overthinks things. Is it simp?
Oh, one of the times that I can think that we were both not Chads, I guess
the
simps.
Other one.
This is probably not going to be a funny story on the podcast, but we were young and we went to a movie theater. So we went to go see the movie Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, correct. Which I told my mother I was seeing the Jack Nicholson movie.
As Good as It Gets.
As Good as It Gets. Yeah,
which is odd. Why would you tell your mom that you were seeing a more adult movie?
I actually just forgot. The titles were kind of similar at the time. Can't Hardly Wait and As Good as It Gets. Like
that movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Jack Nicholson, where he's at a high school party.
My mom thought it was okay, and that's why I was allowed to go see Can't Hardly Wait with you.
Anyway, so we get out of the movie theater. We see like a group of girls.
Where do we see it? Grant Theater? Yeah.
So we see a group of girls, it's like teenage girls outside the theater. We're like, yo, we should go talk to them, whatever.
We still talk to teenage girls. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, don't say that. So at the time we were going to a grade school, and it was called Our Lady of Ransom. It was a Catholic grade school, and we just nicknamed it Ransom. Yeah. So we started talking to these girls, and they were like, what school do you go to? And we wanted to like
Ransom. We wanted
to say Ransom, but we didn't want to say the exact name because we didn't want to tell them we were in grade school.
No, I think we said Ransom, and they said, what did you say? Meso?
We said Ransom, and they said, did you say Meso?
Yeah,
and
Meso.
Then we continued to say, So we started making up I think we made up details about this school that doesn't exist. So
we went to Meso, and they were
just to see if these girls liked us.
We're like, yeah, we go to Meso. Meso's pretty cool. It's like,
and they're like, I think they asked where it was.
We probably said down the boulevard.
down the
boulevard. You could find it.
That was like one of the only times I could think of that we both were simping just to get something out of it because we were like, yeah, Meso.
And what did we get out of it?
We never saw them again.
Absolutely nothing.
They're probably dead.
They're probably dead. They probably went to Lemon Party. I don't know.
Oh my God, yeah.
They were filming Lemon Party. Wouldn't that be crazy if one of them was
in the movie theater?
Picture? No, not that night. Just in general.
Wow. So let me get this straight. They were filming Lemon Party in 1998.
Well, no. I'm just saying later in life, in 9/11/2001.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Grown up a little more and taking pictures for Lemon Party.
Yeah, that's true. Another favorite, it wasn't even us, but another favorite simp thing. You know, Chucky from Child's Play, he's like the ultimate simp.
Is he?
He only wants to hang out with the kid to get something out of it. He wants to get into his body, which nowadays you can't say. You don't want to say that.
It's getting into a kid's body. Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts of any of the Chucky movies is, and I've made a meme out of it numerous times, is he follows the kid Andy to school to like fuck with him, and he needs to get the kid alone. So he gets the kid in trouble by like the teacher leaves and Andy leaves, and Chucky's at the teacher's desk looking for Andy's like homework. And he's like, and he's literally a puppet at a desk. He's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And he finds Andy's thing. And the teacher is going through the homework. And on the thing, Chucky wrote, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. I forgot. You always
That's
do
one of my
that.
favorite things.
I didn't know that was from Chucky.
Because Chucky took the time in red crayon to write, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
And the teacher grabs Andy. And she's like, you think this is funny? He's like, I didn't write that. Like, of course he didn't write it.
He's like 7 or 9, you know? Like,
yeah, so Chucky just wants to be this little boy's friend and get in him.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny because your first joke, I remember you telling, was in 1st or 2nd grade, and we had the colored pencil cases. And your big claim to fame was you like Child Play and Chucky and all that. And you would say, hey, mother, and then you use the zipper, and you wouldn't say the curse word. Hey, mothers.
Is this for real?
Oh, yeah, you really did this. And then you'd be like, everyone should shut the, and then you'd zip so that you couldn't, like you were saying the curse word, but you weren't. And I was always like, whoa, this kid is edgy. And
wow, this kid's really going.
This kid's going places. I hope I do a podcast with him in 20 years.
I was so bad.
Yeah, you were bad, dude.
Bad to the
You're
bone,
referencing bad words like before it was.
But I wasn't referencing them.
Well, you were referencing them.
What was I zipping? What was I zipping? Was I unzipping my
case?
Oh,
the pencil case, the colored pencil case.
Oh,
you would do that so you didn't have to say the word, but you were totally like, whoa, this kid's about to say a curse word. Okay, he uses zipper, but still.
Well, he's saying it.
Yeah, he's saying it.
So you want to go on a break and then we'll come back and talk about
more
the actual topic
about. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom?
Hey, it's Dan here, just interrupting the episode real quick just to show some of our sites. Yeah, it's just me, not Nick. Nick literally does nothing for this podcast. I'm thinking about firing him. I don't know yet. Anyway, if you want to support us in any way, just go to buymeacoffee.com/withthefamicom. Or if you want to check out our merch, just go to streamlabs.com/withthefamicom. We got tons of merch. Yeah, I'm really thinking about letting Nick go. Oh, he's calling me now. All right, I'll be right back. Back to the episode.
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom?
All right, we're back. We're actually going to, like, if anyone that was tuning into the first 5-10 minutes and was like, these guys aren't talking about video games, we're actually going to talk about video game stuff now. So video game companions and simps, sidekicks, they're always in the way.
They are. They don't actually help you.
Yeah, a lot of times. So I realize there are ones that do, but it's very few and far between. Obviously, it's all AI sometimes. And obviously, the algorithm of the game like fucks it up. I just made a list. I don't have like details, but I just made a list of like ones I remember.
Okay.
Remember Lydia from Skyrim?
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't have considered her because, like, she just follows you around and really just holds your stuff. She's a loot holder.
Yeah, like,
pretty much. You weigh too much, like, because you carry all that shit and it slows you down. You would literally go into her inventory and just throw all your shit in there to hold, and then she would follow you around.
Can you marry your companions in that game?
I think you can. I don't know if you can marry her, actually.
Because I just remember one time I was playing Skyrim and I stopped playing for like a year straight, and I reinstalled it with all the save data. And as wherever it loaded, it loaded right away, and immediately a girl was like, "Hello, my husband," and I'm like, "Oh my god,
wow,
like,
oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's been a year. Are you
oh my god, I don't
okay?
remember marrying you."
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, Lydia from Skyrim is one of the most, not the most recent ones, but I'm just like, yeah, that's like the first time I remember a companion being actually useful.
Yeah, but she sucks at fighting, but like doesn't mess you up. I guess she's all right.
Yeah. Can you think of any off the top of your head? Any
just
companion?
The Tails one. The Tails one.
Tails is a classic. Yeah.
Because also the funniest part about the Tails one was, you probably didn't need Tails, but every now and then the game would like shoehorn it in where you had to use Tails to get somewhere. Like Sonic had to have Tails move him or pull him, or
or like twirl. Yeah, do the helicopter thing and
with his tail. You could also have player 2 pick up the controller and use Tails to do that. Did you know that? I don't know.
I don't think I did know that.
Kind of invincible because you could die as many times as you want. You would just keep coming back. It had nothing to do with the rings, anything else.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, player 2 could be Tails the whole time, and it was inconsequential. Like you wouldn't be able to further the screen or move anywhere, but you could clear the area. You could get coins. I think you could fly Sonic places. But it was also really annoying because if you were Tails, you could at any time that you were flying with your little tail, you could go towards Sonic and touch him, and he would reach his hands up and like grab you like you were gonna fly, even if you didn't want to, and it was really annoying. And just like, dude, stop.
I feel like whenever I played, I always wanted to outrace Tails. Like I always wanted to get away from him. Like you just hated him, and then he would twirl, like come into the screen. You'd
be like, come on, dude. By the way, 2 tails on a fox? I don't get it.
You don't.
What was going on?
2 tails, twin towers. Well, I don't want to get into it.
You think? Same thing?
I think it's related. Yeah.
Did you want to? So we were both in high school when 9/11 happened, correct?
What? Did this become a 9/11 episode?
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring this to when I was in high school. I had 3 free periods in a row in the morning, and I went to 7-Eleven, and they had a TV in there, and it was like the one plane hit the building, and I was like, "Oh, dude, where's that?" I didn't even know where that was in New York or whatever. By the time I got back to school, because it was like a 10-15 minute walk, like the whole school was on lockdown, and we like pretty much had to sneak back in. Your school didn't? Are you the only school in the entire city of Philadelphia where after the second plane hit, there was like an actual ovation? Like you guys all clapped?
Wait, what?
No. I heard this about your school, dude. Is that true?
No, we got taken at the same time as you.
I really heard that one school in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia was like clapping.
I'm hoping whatever school that was closed right away.
I hope. I don't know. I always thought it was your school, and that maybe you were leading it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so another one I could think of is dog meat from Fallout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
Well, what a weird name for a dog, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Toad from Super Mario Brothers.
Okay. Kind of really annoying. I hate sidekicks for the most part. Not dog meat as much, but every other one we've mentioned, hate.
Yeah. Who else we got? The Cube from Portal.
Companion cube.
So is that what is that?
So a weighted companion cube is just the block that you would usually set on things, except they made one that had a heart on it, and they named it. So your job was to move that, bring it somewhere, like go over all these obstacles, bring it with you, go somewhere else. And then for whatever reason, GLaDOS said, okay, now it's time to destroy the weighted companion cube with the little heart. And like,
so you have to kill your companion.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The only cube you had to kill, but you had to kill it. And afterwards, the funniest sentence in the world, it says, wow, that's impressive. You did it quicker than any other test subject killed their companion cube. Good job. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was better at killing my friend.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's actually pretty funny.
Who else do I have? We already talked about Cortana. Cortana's in Halo. She's not really AI controlled. She's just like...
She doesn't really help you either. She's like, I think it's over the next ridge, Master Chief. It's like,
she's more helpful on actual human computers than she is in the game.
Yeah, which I like how we discussed that it's on my computer, and I didn't even know that. And I was like, oh,
yeah, I don't think we definitely discussed that. A lot of people don't realize that. That's Ratchet and Clank, Jackson Daxter, those names.
How about what's his name? Claptrap from Borderlands.
Oh, Claptrap. Does he? I mean, he doesn't really participate though.
I guess.
Does he give you things?
Like, does he sometimes give you a weapon or like open a door or something?
I haven't played Borderlands in a little while, so I don't really remember.
I was playing it with my son. He's not allowed to play it, but someone was playing it with him.
Is this another reveal that you're playing a game that you weren't supposed to with your son?
Yeah.
I love that you accidentally reveal that sometimes. Who
that
else do I
was-
got?
yeah.
The Uncharted games always have like someone, like the old guy Sully, his
I've never
brother.
played the
You've never played
Uncharted
them, but
Dailies.
yeah, in
No.
Uncharted games, there's always someone else shooting with a gun. They never actually kill the other, which I find is a funny thing in video games. Like you have these AI controlled sidekicks sometimes that have a gun or have a weapon, but they do no damage to the bad guys. It's just like kind of holding one or two off until you get to them.
Right. Well, yeah, that is hilarious. The way that you can kill like 14 people in the matter of a minute, and your companion who has the same weapon or whatever will like shoot at or whatever and just barely miss and keep the other one at bay.
Yeah,
You never kill them.
it's like as if all these sidekicks are just doing it for the nookie, you know?
Yeah, would you say that they're doing?
I just wanted to squeeze that in somewhere in the episode,
so you can make this like a. Like, are you gonna clippinize that part? And then
I don't know.
like,
We might. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who else do I got?
You might.
So you never played the BioShock 3, BioShock Infinite?
Not the third one, no.
So the third one has a girl that's actually very helpful because like she doesn't fight, but every now and then she just says like, "Here's ammo, here's health."
That's useful.
So she throws it at you. So like, that's actually the perfect kind of companion who doesn't get in the way and literally just gives you shit.
Yeah, I'm down with that. What about Half-Life Barney?
I never played. Barney the cop.
Yeah, so he's just a side character, kind of helps you open some doors and whatever, and shoots at some bad guys. But like you said, he hardly hits them.
Yeah.
He got his own spin-off, isn't that?
Oh, wasn't it blue something?
Blue something. Yeah. Blue. Yeah, that's fun.
There's probably newer games that we're definitely not going to talk about because, or probably forget. I think The Last of Us probably has someone that helps you in it.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
played The Last of Us once, but I don't remember. Spoiler alert, I don't think it's that great of a game.
What about like, do you consider the dog from Mega Man like a
Rush?
Okay. Yeah, Rush.
What is he doing, Mega Man?
He's just like, you can hit the button and he shows up like once every level and you can jump on him to get to a higher spot, or sometimes he has a spring in his back and he bounces you to somewhere you
Oh, okay.
get to.
I mean, if he did something, then
Yeah, but like
we should have made a list. We should have made a best of and a worst of list. I just put them all on one list.
There's got to be a better way to prepare for this. I just don't know
I
how.
literally, I didn't
especially it's 9/11, so
so I wanted to do as little homework as possible because I feel like if I did more, it would be disrespectful.
to 9/11. I agree with you.
Yeah. So there's two. I have two examples of like you being like the person in the way. So there's There's a game called Bastion. You ever play Bastion?
No, I've never played Bastion.
So there was some indie game from like a couple years ago, and it's like an isometrical, like top down, like slashing game. But the narrator is talking, but he's talking about what you're doing. He's like, "Oh, Bastion walked up the hallway to the dark hallway and broke boxes, and then you did it." So you're kind of following him.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you died, he'd be like, "Well, that's not what happened. Let's
try
that again." So I feel like you're the one that's getting in the way of his story.
I guess
when usually it's the other way around.
That's I talked about it before, that game, the walking simulator where you're chopping fish or whatever, and like you're doing
Edith Finch.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And the brother. Similar idea. Like you're doing whatever the storyteller's telling you.
Yeah,
to
and
do.
there's another one. There's
story.
like an obscure PS1 game that I used to play called In Cold Blood. And you're the guy telling the story about what happened, but you're telling the story. So like whenever you die, he's like, "That's not how it happened. Let's try again." So he narrates it. So I'm like, you're the one that's getting in the way of this guy's story.
Of your own story.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
So I feel like sidekicks and companions are the ultimate simps. I think I said this before. I almost ordered a simp pizza. I think I showed you a picture of
What's a simp pizza? No. Did you?
What the fuck? I was ordering from this pizza place and no, I can't find it. Here we go.
Pie?
No, it just says it was called Simp, and it's from this place called End Pizza, like ampersand, that sign, End Pizza. So Simp is a classic tomato specialty sauce. I don't know what does T stand for.
I have no idea, dude. Keep going.
Fresh mozzarella.
You did show me this. Yeah.
Fresh mozzarella, shredded blend, and Parmesan Romano.
Okay.
Why do you think they called it a Simp?
Maybe someone who worked there, like one of the owners, it was his favorite. Like his go-to, and he's a simp. So really, they were just making fun of him.
You know what's crazy? Actually, I completely forgot about this. I mean, because we've been mentioning 9/11 a lot, which we probably shouldn't be, but we're probably putting on some kind of list. You know what's fucked up? There's only one video game that came out on 9/11, like actually 9/11.
The actual day of?
Yeah.
Why was that?
It's a James Bond Game Boy Advance game called The World Is Not Enough.
Wow. Do you think the terrorists may have had something like they were celebrating or non-celebrating that game?
Who knows?
That's wild because
I've looked everywhere
considered
and
that angle.
And I've looked everywhere and I found it 2 or 3 times where it's the only game I think one of the only games released that September too. But yeah, September 11th, 2001. So
no shit.
If anyone owns that game, you're getting
turn it in.
Turn it in. You're getting put on the list.
Like, honestly, I would, if it were me and I had that game locked in a closet somewhere or hidden somewhere, like, I'd feel so much guilt at it that I'd literally turn it into the authorities.
It should be like that scene from Hackers. Remember that kid with the braces? Like the cops raid his place.
Yeah.
And he like throws the disc or whatever in the ceiling.
Yeah.
If you own The World Is Not Enough,
throw it
in the ceiling because the cops are coming. We're telling them right now.
In fact, I think we should round those people up right now.
How
do you feel about that?
I agree with you.
Okay,
so if you agree, write it in the comments below.
Write in the comments below.
Subscribe,
email us.
Email us.
Hit subscribe. 9/11 merch attached at the bottom. Did you have the merch?
Oh my God. No, I didn't have the merch.
Yeah, well, I will say this. So I think it's so off-brand for brands. Like, like Tide will say never forget, and it'll be like the 9/11, but also buy Tide Pods or Tide Pen to get the stains out of your shirt. Like, I think the Flyers just released one. It was like their official Twitter was like, we remember, never forget. And it's like 3 of the Flyers skating and then the silhouette of 2 buildings. And everyone's like, no, this isn't like.
Well, are they going towards the buildings?
I don't know. But the point is, like, just don't mention 9/11. Like, brands
just don't do it.
Yeah. They don't, you have nothing to gain by doing it. Like, what is Tide going to say when they say, we remember? Also, fight stains with Tide. Like, no, you can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
I agree. I think I literally just saw that because you liked it on Twitter. I think I did see that picture. And I'm like, that doesn't fucking make any sense.
That doesn't work.
Don't do it just to do it.
Yeah, you're not helping 9/11.
Oh my God.
Like, there's no why.
That literally ties in because simps and sidekicks and AI companions, they're all the same. They're just doing it to get something out of it. These people like the Flyers are just doing it just to do it. They want people to be like, oh, like this picture, like never forget.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually, I didn't do this on purpose, but there is a weird 9/11 connection to this episode. Yeah,
like
that was not on purpose at all.
Sidekicks are like the brand that's giving the thumbs up. 9/11, we won't forget. And it's like,
hey, so Tide, so Philadelphia Flyers, just don't post anything. Yeah, maybe post a hashtag never forget. Be respectful and just post that. Maybe
just the words never forget.
Yes,
maybe.
Don't do a picture
of your team or your product and the buildings. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine Mr. Clean releasing one where his bald head and he's saluting and the buildings are behind him?
Yeah, you just don't don't do anything.
We won't forget. Keep it clean. Like, what? Okay, you're bald.
And I know this sounds disrespectful, but I'm not going to post anything about 9/11 today because
we're not going.
I do nothing but post about shit about like Kirby sucking his own dick or something like that. Like,
so
there's
if you
no
did
way.
Never forget. It's not like you're like raising the bar of like a respect.
Oh wow, this guy that just made a meme about
Kirby
Xbox.
sucking.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, I just can't.
Yeah,
there's no way I can.
I agree with you.
I think that happened. Not to get too serious, but that actually happened last year when like the riots started and all the real shit started last year.
Yeah. Black Lives Matter and like Tide I keep picking on Tide because I can't think of anyone off brand, but like companies are like Black Lives Matter. Also, this. And it's
well, I just made a message on Instagram and I'm like, I'm not going to post anything for a while because I don't feel right. That's all I wrote. I'm like, because all I do is make memes about like Mario thinking of sexy dudes and stuff. So like, yeah. So there's no way people would be like, oh, this guy's genuine. This guy's really making a.
Right. We're not here. We're not here to make political statements or remembrances of events. Like that's for different groups. Like you can't not everyone can do everything. Like we can't post something that's political and changes everyone's lives because that's not why people would ever listen to us. Or
there's no way anyone would ever listen to us and be like, I want to hear what they have to say about politics. Anything real politics.
No, that's not why people are tuning in. They're tuning in just for talk about video games that came out after 2019, right?
Or before 2000, because we don't talk about
I was joking.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So we're gonna go on a little break and we'll come back and just talk a little bit more about some stuff. And we'll be right back.
Who knows?
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom?
Hey gang, it's Nick here, the only one who really does anything for the podcast. Anyway, if you guys like what we're doing, I don't want to interrupt anything, but check it out. You can buymeacoffees.com/whatthefamicon. That's like our website where you can donate a few bucks. Maybe we'll buy some coffee. That's cool. Another one is people ask about merch. Merch is awesome. We have Scream Labs / What the Famicom. It's really cool. You get what you want. That's awesome. I'm just thinking Dan doesn't do enough for the podcast, so we're thinking of letting him go. But either way, donate what you can, do what you can. We appreciate everything you guys do, and we all know Nick is a real powerhouse for the podcast, so keep doing what you're doing, folks. Thanks. Get back to the episode. You know what I'm saying?
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom. What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom.
We're back. All right. I just want to finish this episode by saying that. So I think at this point we've done, I think the last time we haven't recorded like a month, but we're up to 50 episodes now, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
I think I said this when we did 25 episodes, but like 50 episodes, it's like, I don't know how people have like hundreds of episodes. That's insane.
Right. I guess
doing
they
50.
I guess they record every week or something.
Yeah. Doing 50 was hard enough.
Yeah. Getting me to do 50 was hard enough. I agree.
I think you've actually only done like 44, so you're not there yet.
I'm
but
not
only,
there yet.
only I can celebrate.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you. I guess.
Thank you.
Now I'm the simp.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So I actually, let's see. Let's get a vote. If anyone hears this,
Okay.
who is whose sidekick? Is Nick my sidekick or am I Nick's sidekick?
Yes, I'm your sidekick, but it's
but here's the thing. I wouldn't continue the podcast without you. So am I your sidekick? You know, I'm dependent on you.
Right. I don't think. Well, and if you left, what would I do? Not know how to.
Well, you already do another podcast with another guy named Dan.
That's
so you're in the clear. You're good.
That's true. I can just continue and pretend it's just the same podcast.
Yeah, basically.
Like I don't even look at the camera. I'm like, "Hey, Dan," and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hey, Dan."
Yeah, hey, Dan. So I was just curious if you remember. I mean, because we've been doing it for 2 years. Do you have like a favorite episode at all? Do you have like a favorite like experience or like
the Christmas toys episode with the
Christmas? I know that was your favorite one.
I know. I just love that one because.
So if anyone hasn't listened to that one, just explain the Christmas one.
That or the Mega Man one. I think we recorded them around the same time, but
they were a couple months apart. Yeah.
Okay, were they? All right. Well, either way, I loved any episode where I got to make something up. Like I made it fake and acted like it was real, which I guess is like half of our material anyway.
I think somebody actually just recently listened to the Mega Man one and thought some of the actually asked me like, "Oh, are some of those real?" And I'm like, "No, you fucking
Existential
moron."
Dread Man is not real. They didn't make Tide and Glade Air Scent.
Like Me Too Man? No, there's not a Me Too Man. Like,
what was
I can't believe this person
rated
actually
man?
asked me.
Yeah, that was a good one. What about you?
My favorites, I think, either might be the Thrill Kill one. And I know that sounds weird only because like it's our most listened to, but like I don't know why it's my favorite, but that's one of my favorites. And then I think the Wii one, the one we did about the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii.
I think whenever people ask me like about recommendations, I always give them the Konami one where we all talk about Hank. Yeah. But I think the Wii one where like we hit a different level. Like we were doing it for a while before that, but I think at the Wii one, I like took something that was actually happening in my life with my mom. And I'm like, let me just this is a weird connection. Let me just make a whole episode about this.
Let me break this down for everyone.
Yeah, basically. And I think it was one of the first times where I told like a story that only you knew about the Warm Daddies thing.
Warm Daddies, so good.
But yeah, I think the Wii one is one of my favorites, either the Wii one or the Thrill Kill one. But the Wii one, I think, the Wii one, it was just such a weird fucking connection about like old people owning board games and Wii games
and the Wii. Yeah.
In the year 2020, and I was like,
and you broke it down. You figured it out.
I literally, it was like a science. I broke it down.
You cracked the code.
Yeah. So, because we went on a break for a couple months and then we came back. And I think honestly, I feel like even though I recommended those two, they were before our break. I think since coming back in January, we've had like some of our best episodes, in my opinion. I feel like
I would agree. We grow, we get better, we do things differently.
Because I think we've been doing. I always make a joke out of it about this, like doing less homework and making it. Talk about everything else except what we need to talk about. Yeah,
like how much sidekick talk have we done today?
I'm gonna say that part we talked about sidekicks was maybe 10 minutes.
yeah. The rest has been mostly about 9/11 or about ourselves.
Yeah,
which is wheelhouse, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because if you want this information, just go on Wikipedia.
Yeah, we're not going to read a Wikipedia page. I think we decided that from day one. That's kind of stupid a little bit.
Yeah, and I did it too much. And there was one of the ones you weren't on was the Donkey Kong episode, and I had my brother on, and he always brings up how he got like like distracted because I was going into so much detail, and he was like, "You guys don't even do that anymore." I'm like, "Yeah, well, whatever." Like,
yeah, I did that one. Gotcha.
I was just realizing, I mean, this is unrelated. I don't know, because I was just looking at my notes, and I weirdly have this. But another viral thing that I remembered, like around the time of Lemon Party.
Yeah.
Do you remember a website called Scat Lover?
No. What was
so
that?
I got bamboozled into going on this site. So I was in Penn State Abington in like 2003, 2004. And one of my friends who was there, we were in the library together. And I went to the bathroom and I came back, and it was on this website called Scat Lover. And scat is poop.
Yeah.
So it was a website of girls eating poop.
Ew.
And he had it up on my screen in the library. And I came back, and it was like a girl with like poop on a stick, literally biting into it.
Come on, dude.
And it was scatlovers.com. And I'll never forget, that was like, aside from Lemon Party, that was one of the gross things. One of the first gross things I ever seen. I'm like, and then I made sure I told everybody. I'm like, yo, go on Scat Lovers.
No, check it out.
I'm sure I told my grandma. She's no longer with us, but I'm sure she went on.
In fact, that's what did it to her.
I think that's what did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was my grandmother's a past, and I think that's what did it.
That probably was scatlover.com.
Like, grandma, what do you want for your graduation?
You to go in Scat Lovers.
Please.
That would be terrible. They died doing what they loved, going on scatlovers.com. So to kind of round out this episode, so we don't know whose sidekick is whose, right?
Yeah, correct.
We don't really have sidekicks in real life, right?
I don't think you mean like me or you, or just people in general.
Yeah, both, because I feel like some people do. I don't.
Yeah, I guess I really don't either.
It's like,
but there are nobody really has a sidekick or a companion in real life. I mean, if anyone's listening to this and you're married, your significant other is not your companion or your sidekick. No. Don't bullshit us. Yeah, we actually know. I was going to say, like, there are simps in the real world.
Yeah, there are definitely simps in the real world.
We actually know someone who we both know someone that is dating their Twitch mod.
Yeah? Is that a simp?
That would be a simp, but I think that's like super weird. That's like Stockholm syndrome or some kind of like, I don't know, like you wouldn't want to
like mix business and pleasure.
Yeah,
like, would you hook up with someone at your workplace?
No,
absolutely not. Yesterday, absolutely not ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I just feel like that's like super weird. So I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah. So there are simps in real life.
There are.
There's not really sidekicks or companions in real life.
Because I guess sidekicks are just like the main character's doing a thing. He's a good guy. He's trying to get from A to Z. He's doing some. He's killing bad guys. He's completing a mission. Like the simp is what? Just that, but a more virginized version. Like a more like a watered down version of the hero. Anyway, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm doing the same thing he is, but I have less power, less strength, less.
Well, I guess isn't that what we are? Because we're doing the same thing as like say Joe Rogan, but we have less viewers and.
Yeah, but like I feel like Joe Rogan wouldn't say Scat Lover. Like watch Scat Lover.
Scat Lover.
Do it.
Scatlovers.com. Lemonparty.org.
Lemon Party.
911lemonparty.org.
We got Joe Rogan beat in some ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, how many people enjoy that? Maybe zero. Maybe literally zero. But we're not watered down Joe Rogans.
Yeah. We're Roe Jogans.
Roe Jogan. I like that. How tall do you think Joe Rogan is?
How tall?
Yeah.
Isn't he like 3 foot something?
No, he's got to be like 5'5". In fact,
are we taller than Joe Rogan?
I think we are. And wasn't that the someone paid a skywriter to write Joe Rogan is literally 5'5" or whatever.
I did see that.
And I think it's untrue, but either way, like if you pay a skywriter to do something and they do it, yeah, now it's true. Or at least
it's got to be true. So if we put a skywriter to write Lemon Party happened on 9/11, regardless if it's true or not, guess what?
And also, we don't know that it didn't happen on 9/11. We've already established this. It could.
Yes, this was established. I don't know how long ago we started this episode, but yes, this has been established since the beginning of this episode.
Lemon Party happened on 9/11. That's
Dana Carvey, Turtle on 9/11.
Turtle. So Lemon Party could have been going on in a building right next to Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise. Could have been.
Wow. So the takeaways. That was the first takeaway. Second takeaway, sidekicks and companions never help you, regardless if they actually do in video games. They're garbage. Takeaway 3, Chucky is the best.
Simp.
Okay. Fuck you, bitch, is what he wrote. I'm surprised he actually didn't get an A on that paper, but whatever.
Whatever.
I should try that if I ever go back to school.
You should.
Takeaway number 4, our favorite episodes. Nick's was the Mega Man one and the Christmas one. Mine was Thrill Kill and the Wii one. So look them up if you haven't listened to them already. We're over 50 episodes in.
Yeah.
I feel like this was another short episode.
Yeah, but I mean, sidekicks.
There's not much to talk about with sidekicks or companions.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to. What's the title going to have to do with Limp Bizkit? They did it.
Well, again, like my rule. I just think of like a good pun or a good picture, and that's it. I just roll.
And then the episode happens afterwards.
So somebody probably saw Sid Bizkit and thought, and saw the logo for Twitch, and probably just thought, this is all about Twitch.
Yeah, this is all.
I can't wait to listen to their intricate conversations about toxicity and cancel culture and Sims and
their political takeaway on and the dogma of 9/11. Well, yeah.
Well, guess what? You got the opposite of that.
Yeah, you did get the opposite. So,
so I have some ideas for the next few episodes, but I think I said this before. We both said this a while ago, but we definitely want to do an episode on Superman 64 at some point.
Yeah. That episode is going to be long, drawn out. We're probably going to talk about just Superman 64.
That would be amazing if that was actually our longest episode.
An hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, an hour and 90 minutes. The guy said.
Yeah. I did say that. Thank you for catching me there.
But yeah, like over a 2-hour episode, that would be amazing.
It would be on just Superman 64, which is probably a different game that they just put Superman skin on. That was probably
how fucking crazy would that be if we found that out?
It probably is. Think about it. They didn't make a whole new engine for Superman 64, and it bombed terribly. So maybe they did. Maybe that's the lesson to be learned. They that's skinned another game.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for the episode, right? You got anything else you want to say? Buy our merch.
I mean,
go join our Discord.
I wanted to make a shout out. One of our viewers here, you know him. I know him. We'll call him Fred. No, we'll call him Breeze. Okay. Anyway, he actually was doing a lot of research on flight simulators, and I heard he got tagged because this is right after 9/11, and I don't know what happened, but if you're into flight simulators, like the game, they flag you.
They'll flag you. So it'll be like that scene from Hackers.
Exactly. Boom. So anyone that's into flight simulators is dating someone. Name something else about this person.
He has glasses. I forget.
Yeah, has glasses. Boom, you're on a watch list, and there's a reason that people.
You could spell his. You could say his name backwards.
You could say his name backwards. Anyway, shout out him. Keep doing what you're doing, no matter what the FBI tells you. So.
So that's it. I think that's literally all my notes too.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, if you're doing what you're doing, just from what the Famicom, like, remember 9/11. Is that what we want to say?
I guess that's a genuine thing. Remember 9/11. And if you have any ideas for sidekicks or companions that we missed, which we probably missed, write them down below. Write them on a comment. Email us. Let us know.
All right, that's fair.
And long live Lemon Party.
Long live Lemon Party.
I want to end the episode on that one, not the 9/11 one, because 9/11 is real and sad. Okay. Long live Lemon Party.
Long live Lemon Party. So, thanks for tuning in, folks. Check out all our stuff.
Check out our socials. Thanks for tuning in. What do we say, Nick?
Game over. Game over.
Hey, game over.
They did it, did it, did it, they did it, did it, did it, they did it, did it, did it, they did it, did it, they did it all for the Nookie. The two worst things in video games are the game over screen and AI controlled sidekicks. I just want to complete the level. Get away from me, Tails. I'm not going to hook up with you. Jesus Christ. They did it, did it, did it, they 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 did it all for the Nookie. The two worst things in video games are the game over screen and AI controlled sidekicks. I just want to complete the level. Get away from me, Tails. I'm not going to hook up with you. Jesus Christ. They did it, did it, they did it, did it, they did it, did it, they did it, did it.
I can't believe this fucking episode just turned into like 11 Party 9/11.
Oh shit. That's pretty good.
It's like fucking insane.